10 minutes spare. So seated up in a comfortable position on the floor, ideally. I know if some of you struggle to get down on and off the floor, but you could do them sat on a chair. So if you imagine you're sat on a chair, you could do the same movements. So sitting comfortably. So obviously you wouldn't sit like this on a chair, but if you sit on the floor in a position that's comfortable for you, where you can hold your spine into a nice long position, just going to relax those shoulders first. Make sure they're feeling nice and mobile. For this, you're going to need a towel and a cushion. So first of all, with your towel, just roll into a position that's comfortable for you. This is just a hand towel, by the way. And sitting in a comfortable position, we're going to take your arms about shoulder distance apart. Taking a deep breath in, lift them to shoulder height. Breathe out, bring the hands to the edge of the towel. Now, as you breathe in, take the arms above your head. And as you breathe out, bring the arms back down. So just to chest height. So breathing in as you lift, breathing out as you lower. So just taking your time, nice and steady. Then lift them up and lean to the side, back to the centre and to the side. So if you can, breathe in as you go over, breathe out as you come back up tall, breathe in and breathe out. Then relax those arms. So now I'm going to sit on my mat with my feet in a comfortable position. So again, if you're on a chair, you're sat upright, you've got the chair there to support you, your feet would be on the floor firmly with the knees directly underneath you. So from here, take that towel again, take a deep breath in and lift the arms up. And as you breathe out, all I want you to do is literally push your arms forward and breathe in and bring them back. So imagine if you were sitting on a chair, you're pushing forward and pulling back, a bit of a rowing action. So breathing out on the way forward and in on the way back. Then we're going to change that breathing pattern. So now I want you to breathe in on the way back. Take a deep breath in when you get there and breathe out, push further forward. Breathe in and breathe out and breathe in, and then just relax the arms. So from here, shoulders relaxed. Bring those hands across your shoulders, rotate one way, back to centre, and then the same the other side. So you're going to breathe in as you rotate and breathe out as you come back to centre. Taking your time, keep that spine long and keep those tummy muscles engaged for this one. And then relax your arms. So from here, we're going to take your arms by your side. If you're on a chair, you're just going to reach down to the side and over, come back to the centre and reset. So it's down to the side, over, centre and reset. If you're on the floor, we're actually going to do a little bit more movement. So we're going to reach over and back and over and back. And you'll notice that my hips start to lift off the floor. And if you're doing this on the chair, you obviously need to be careful because you don't want to lift too far, you won't feel safe. But you're just doing a rolling action from side to side, just breathing normally throughout. From there, sitting tall. This is one that if you're sat on a normal chair, you're going to have to adapt the exercise. So I'll show you that in a minute. But first of all, feet are flat on the floor, shoulders relaxed. Taking your towel, pop it underneath one foot. Take a deep breath in, breathe out, extend. Okay, from there, you're going to breathe in and slowly go halfway down through the back and breathe out, come back up. The towel is just bracing you, something for you to focus on keeping the legs straight at the knee joint. So you'll breathe in and you'll breathe out. Keep that really controlled. As you open out the lower back, you'll feel that as you move backwards. So, if you're sitting on a normal chair, all I want you to do, if you imagine you're sat upright like that, is just bring the leg up, lengthen the spine, and then take the leg away. So lifting lengthening and lowering. That's really controlled and strong. Exactly the same on the other leg. So on the floor, I'm just going to get the length and the tension through the leg. Take a deep breath in, breathe out. So we're just going to lift and lower, just to start with. Keep that controlled, and then this time, with the legs straight, deep breath in, breathe out, and breathe in. So breathing out with control, breathing in. So the leg is just keeping you stable as you come back through the spine and up to seated again. And then relax, take the towel away. From there, what I want you to do is just a sitting tall again, shoulders back and round. Have the towel handy if you need it. Now if you're sat on a chair, you can still actually try this on the cushion, because we're going to work on our balance point. So sat on a cushion, on a normal chair, or on the floor. From here, if you're sat on a normal dining chair, just imagine all you're going to do is have this cushion challenging your balance. So you're going to try and lift one leg and then the other leg. On the floor here with my cushion, I'm going to start to lift the opposite arm to leg, and then I'm going to take both feet off the floor, and I'm on an unstable surface. So I'm going to start to see if I can carry on that movement whilst challenging my balance. Now your tummy muscles need to help you. You need to work them, keep them zipped and hollowed. And then holding it here, try the teaser. So breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. If you imagine you're sat on a dining chair, it's a slightly different position because obviously you've got the chair back behind you, but you can still do a little bit of balance work sat on an even surface. So from there, take the cushion out to get rid of it with your towel. This is one that you'll have to do lying on the ground. So if you don't want to do this, if you just want to do the seated, then just have a sit for a minute and just work on those tummy muscles. So if you imagine you're sat on your chair, you're just going to take a nice deep breath in, expand the lungs, and as you breathe out, you're going to think about zipping and hollowing and bring the navel to the backbone, which you can do in sitting. So you can just practice that. Breathing in and breathing out, belly button to backbone. Now on the floor, the idea is the pelvis stays completely stable. No movement at all here. Taking your towel, you're going to take it around 1 foot and you're going to lengthen that leg to the ceiling. Now take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, head comes up, leg comes in, use the towel. Breathe in, lower the head. Breathe out. And breathe in as you lower. Again, if you're just sat on the chair, use those tummy muscles, zip and hollow as you breathe out and breathe in. Change the leg over. So breathing in, breathe out and breathe in. And as you breathe out, bring the head up and the leg towards you slightly. And one more. I'm going to work on the 3 rule again because it's easier to remember how many you've done than on your legs. So you do 3 on each, and if that feels easy, do another set of 3. So from here, last one we're going to do now. Again, this is one you cannot do sat in a chair. So while you're sat in your chair, you can just practice squeezing your bottom and then relaxing. So if you imagine sat upright on a normal chair, you squeeze your bottom and you relax. Keep your shoulders down, just think, ooh, pull up inside and then gently relax. So pelvic floor really, pulling up and then relaxing. So you can do that version if you want to stay sat on your chair. We're going to do the bridge on the floor. So you're going to Firmly place your feet on the ground with your arms by your side and your head and shoulders relaxed. So, comfortable position, long spine, press the feet into the floor. Prepare by breathing in, and as you breathe out, start to peel your spine away from that floor, lifting up through the hips, through the thighs, taking those knees forward, up onto your shoulder blades, not your neck, into your bridge position. Breathe in when you get to this position, and then as you breathe out, you slowly come back down, very gently, one bone at a time, until your bottom touches the floor. Then you'll breathe in, and as you breathe out, up you come into your bridge. So shoulder bridge position, pressing those thighs and knees forwards, but also towards each other. Breathing in at the top and gently breathing out as you lower. So take your time, keep it strong. So we'll do one more, that'll be our third one. So breathe in, prepare, breathe out, press away. Lengthen the front of those thighs, opening out the hips, keeping the spine long. Breathing in when you get to the top here, breathing out as you slowly come back down. Then we're going to just do a hip lift. Breathe in, lift up, and breathe out as you control it back down. So breathe in, and breathe out. Try and keep your thighs talking to each other while you do this. Okay, so when you've done 3 of those, we're going to breathe in and lift. Keep the buttocks lifted and just 3 squeezes. So it's 1, 2, 3 and down. So to breathe normally throughout this one. So just lift and then squeeze. 1, 2, 3 and relax. And again, last one. Lift up. 1, 2, 3 and relax down. Excellent. So from there, take your arms a little bit wider and you're going to bring one knee up, grab it around the back of the knee, draw the knee into your chest and just relax and open out all through the base of the spine and into the lower back and the buttocks. So hold that stretch in. Relax your other leg out of the way. Get yourself into a good comfortable position here. So just hold that stretch. Breathing normally throughout. Extend the leg when you're ready. Pulling that leg slightly towards you to open out the muscles at the back of the hamstrings, the back of the thigh here. The ones that cross the back of your knee and also go into your spine. So you can hold that position. If you struggle to do that stretch, you can grab your handy towel and just assist it a little bit. Now don't pull it, but just let the leg lengthen and the towel will just help you to just get a little bit more of a stretch there without yanking it. So you need to be in this position for 30 seconds minimum to get a decent stretch reflex here. You can also, if you want to, do it again. Just keep practicing that lengthening out through. And then we're going to relax that leg down, place the foot on the floor and bring the leg back in. So hands around the other knee, squeeze it in towards you, give it a really good stretch, take the other leg out of the way and just relax into that stretch, holding it nice and steady. So you're breathing normally. Holding it there. And then if you want to use your trusty towel, straighten the leg. Give that stretch a little bit more length if you can. So just holding it nice and steady, nice and still. If your mind starts wandering like mine normally does, just think about the length through the back of the leg and just think about how lovely it feels to be able to stretch. And then when you're ready, release that one down, place your foot to the floor and bring the leg up. If you place your hands to the small of your back, you're going to gently push yourself up to sitting, so you're sitting tall. I just want to show you the hamstring stretches if you're sat on the chair. So what I want you to do, if you were sat on the edge of a dining chair, you'd have one foot firmly on the floor and the other leg out in front of you with the heel on the ground. And from your chair position, you just lean slightly with a long spine till you felt that stretch down the back of that leg. So that's a seated alternative for you to get this hamstring stretch right. And again, you need to be there for 30 seconds minimum. If you find it's tedious to stretch like that, do lots and lots of little chances at 20 seconds, but no less than that, otherwise you're not going to really get a stretch. Ideally, 30 seconds should be your minimum. And I always found it helps if you've got a clock with a hand on, because you can be thinking about something else and realise you've done your time. So you do that on both legs. Again, if you were sat on a normal chair, this foot would be supporting you on the floor, this leg would be out in front with the heel on the ground. You'd lengthen your spine and you'd lean slightly forward until you felt that stretch down the back of the leg. So holding that position is really important, that you keep the backs of the knees when you're stretching that leg straight. Okay, brilliant. So lots of those exercises we've just done. You can alternate, you can do in a different way, you can have an alternative that works for you. If you suffer with your knees, you can use cushions or extra padding. Towels are really helpful for increasing the stretch reflex and for getting you to the right position. And also for challenging your balance, you can even just sit on one towel and see how that feels when you're trying to adjust your body. But practice is the most important thing. So enjoy your Pilates, keep safe, keep strong, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. See you later.